Commonwealth Games 1500 meters, probably it's just so tough. You line up on that line and you hear the accolades of each and every athlete. Just the respect that you have to get out there and even make the final in Commonwealth Games is an absolute privilege to be there and to represent my country. We unfortunately didn't have Chewie there because of his illness, but to be able to be there for Australia in an event that's so deep and so hard, and not many Australians have been able to achieve medals, let alone win it, it's an absolute privilege. And I think for me, going to the race, it went out quick straight away. Abel kept saying took it out, and we just kind of strung around, and it was a very fast race, but I've been training for a fast race. You know, that's the way 1500 meters been run. I ran 3:47 in Oslo, so I knew I had the strength there. It was just about pulling the kick at the right time. And I went through on the inside with a lap to go, and I saw Jake next to me, and I started to panic because he's the world champion. That's right next to me, and he's, you can hear the Scottish roar in the stadium. But I tried to hold my composure, and then with 100 meters to go, I made sure I covered my spot in the bend to not let anybody else pass me. And then when I got out to lane 3, it was all about holding form and just running like bloody hell, and was able to get it.
Did you think you had Cheryuiot before he started?
When I made the move to lane 3, I could tell I had him because he can't gauge where anybody else is. Yeah. So you're in a very vulnerable position, even if you're as caliber as he is. And I saw that he was starting to lock up, and I had more juice in the tank, and I wanted it. After World Champs, such a disappointment for me just because of how well my season's been. I thought about that race, and I thought, not today. I'm going for it today, and I was able to come away with good form at the end and take the win.
What about the last 5 minutes when it was
right at the
and he was falling
euphoria.
over?
It's euphoria. Yeah. All the training you do, you always have in the back of your mind. You have guys that run 3:28, 3:27. Win Diamond League finals, medal at the Olympics, and I'm this is my first Commonwealth Games. So the experience for me is so valuable. Even the experience I had at Worlds, not making it through the final, that's valuable experience, and you have to take it. And for me, to be able to have a low like that at a major championship and come back here and win it for Australia in an event like this, and how deep that field is, it shows me that I'm not one race as an athlete, that I'm hopefully going to have a legacy of bad races and good races, but hopefully much more consistent now that I've learned how to cope in those situations and against such amazing competition.
You said not many Australians have won this event.
Yeah,
Ollie only won. Herb Elliott. How's that feel?
I mean, I was looking up Herb Elliott when I was at school. Still, couldn't run 5 kilometers without being out of breath. So, yeah, it's an amazing experience. I think, particularly Chewie. I just want to talk about him because he has taken the 1500 to the next level, and he hasn't had that jump yet to medals and to where I think he belongs. And he's been an inspiring mentor for me, and I think it's been pushing the country forward. You see the Scotsmen, the 3 of them, like pushing each other and having that competitive nature of being able to medal. Like Josh Kerr bronze at the Olympics, then Jake Wightman gold as well. It's like that kind of camaraderie but competitorship between the country is what gets you there, and that's what Kenya has, and I know Australia has that too. And I'll be looking forward to having Chewie back, particularly next year for World Cross. We're very excited about that. We have an amazing group of guys, and we're going to try and make some damage there.